it's Leila, the proud Poly Kinky Queer Slut. Today's question is, what is a dungeon monitor? So in kinky spaces, often you will have dedicated volunteers who are helping to ensure safety, who are walking around, in my favorite kink clubs, they wear reflective vests and they have little safety kits, and they're walking around listening for the club's safe word. So most clubs will have a safe word that's like a safe word for the venue. So if somebody says it, then everybody in the club perks up. But just basically checking to make sure everybody's following the club rules and generally following safety practices. So, you're going to see things like people getting hit till they bruise, or people, having public sex, or people, struggling to get out of bondage and that kind of thing. But there are generally, principles and rules of the party and things that are allowed or not allowed. For example, a lot of clubs do not allow things that are hard to clean up, or things that are particularly high risk if people don't know what they're doing. So, bringing any kind of weapon is usually not allowed. Usually certain kinds of bodily fluids are not allowed. So what dungeon monitors do is they walk around and they basically just patrol. And they're also available for questions. And what dungeon monitors should not be doing is telling you how to do your kink. They should not be interrupting to instruct you on what you should be doing. That's just bad ethics for a dungeon monitor, in my opinion. But they should be walking around, looking, listening soberly, and analyzing the situation, and just there in case they're needed, in case there is an issue. Because unfortunately, like any other space, kink spaces sometimes draw bad actors. So sometimes you do get people who take advantage of other people, and so the dungeon monitors kind of just add that extra layer of safety. So that's what a dungeon monitor is. Thanks very much. I'm Leila, the proud Poly Kinky Queer Slut. You can ask me anything. My email is kinkyqueerslut@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.